All right, welcome to Mike Lee's Life Hacks. If you like my video, please hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and comment below if you like to see anything different or if you got a project that you need help with. Today we're going to be installing 1/4 inch Hardiebacker, or otherwise known as cement board. This is typically used on a backsplash. I got a little bit of rock that I'm going to be putting around the wine cellar. If you haven't seen that video, go ahead and check it out on my channel. We're going to explore a couple of options here on cutting this Hardiebacker. First one is razor blade method. We're going to see if you can actually just use a razor blade, score, and snap. We'll see if it's that easy. First thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a nice sharp razor. So I opened up my razor and we're going to give that a method here. I'm thinking it should work because there's score lines in the Hardiebacker already. If so, we're off real easy. No mess, no dust flying everywhere. Razor blade, method number 1. Method number 2. Get yourself a mason blade on your angle grinder. Boom. Warning, warning, warning. It does get a little messy. Dust starts flying everywhere. You're going to need some goggles on this. Maybe even a mask. You probably got one from COVID anyway. Just throw that baby on. All right. So for my project today, I need a 5.5 inch strip. You can see here, let me see if I can zoom it in. Sorry. Each of these squares are 1 inch. You can see that it's slightly just under, but if you cut on the right side of the inches that you need, that's going to be the blade width, and it's going to give you that perfect number. So 1 inch would be right on that crack, 2 inches would be right on that crack, 3 inches on that crack, 4 inches on that crack. So if we actually cut in those cracks, we will get an exact inch intervals. All right, so I need 5.5 inches. So I'm going to measure 5.5, which actually puts me right in the middle of the board, which kind of sucks. So let's go ahead and try method number 1. If you don't have one of these T-squares, get yourself one. They make life so easy. All you gotta do, edge it up nice and straight here. Put the edge right in the line. I'm gonna slide this back a little bit. I'm using my table saw as my board. Okay. Make sure it's there. Press down on it. Push some downward pressure. Let's give this a whirl here. I'm going to just start from here. Always pull towards you. Move your hand, slide with it. Ah, shoot, went a little crooked there. Okay. All right, I got a scored line there. Get this out of the way. Now, if it works just like drywall, all I have to do is bend it down and snap it. Grab it somewhere in the middle, give it a quick, sharp, boom. Nope, didn't work. Look where it broke, right there. It snapped almost right on one of those cracks, but not on my scored line. Wouldn't recommend razor blade. No good, no good. Okay? All right, method number 2. Whoa. Angle grinder. Get yourself goggles. You can use a guide You can use a guide such as the T-square. However, it's not that hard to eyeball. I've already scored a line there. If I were going to use the angle grinder, I would just take a pencil and I would map out a line for myself. Now remember, I'm going to be putting some mud and some tile over this, or some rock in this case. So it doesn't have to be a super clean edge. It's going to get covered anyway. If you need a really clean edge, you need to go with a really straight option. All right, make sure your thing is hanging off the edge of the table, otherwise you're going to grind right through your table. All right, the piece that I want is on this side with my hand down. What I found is I will cut it, it will fall off, boom, crack in half. Same thing if you're doing tile. Let's give this a whirl here. Pretty clean edge. Really clean. I like it a lot. Didn't have any issues with that. All right. Way number 3 is just a hand RYOBI skill saw. I'm just using a wood blade. I don't think you need anything special, but we're going to check it and see. You know, I don't think you really need a mason blade. It's only a 1/4 inch. So let's give it a whirl. For this is actually already cut exactly 5.5 inches, ironically. I did have to clean up this edge here, so let's go ahead and clean that up. You will have to pull the guide up here. Pull the guide up so it can fit right next to it. Wow, that was really easy. A little dusty, but this thing actually cut it like butter. All right, actually I'm thinking I like this a little bit more than I did the angle grinder. So I'll check out the next cut, which will be the jigsaw. All right, the last method, RYOBI saw. I'm going to put the setting on thick, heavy wood. That way it goes faster. I'm probably going to need it. And the blade that I'm using, you can see it's a rip wood blade. I don't think I'm going to have any issues getting through that Hardiebacker with this. So I got the speed on it cranked all the way up because I don't want to have any hesitation in this baby. So, for this one, I am actually going to be cutting an angle here because my staircase goes down. So I've already scrolled the line that I need to follow. Wow, that was super simple. You can see it cut a really nice line. I actually like that one even better. Actually, there was hardly any dust on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and rip this long edge with it as well, because I need my last cut, which is going right along this edge right here. I don't even need a measuring stick. I just stick the pencil in the groove and just drag it along. Once again, remember, after I cut this, this part's on the table. This part is going to fall. if I want to save it, I got to hold on to it. For me, I got to switch over to my left hand to get that cut done. All right, here we go. Boom. Like a G, baby. I'm going to have to say this is my choice. I wasn't expecting that. I thought, I love my angle grinder. I cut everything with it from metal to plastic to wood. I like the Jigsaw on the Hardiebacker. I was a little off of here when I switched over to my left hand, so I'm going to go ahead and clean that edge up right now. Boom. Now we're going to go in. I'm going to show you how to install it. All right, just got done finished cutting this piece out. Let's see if it fits. Like a glove. What I'm going to use here is the 1 1/4 self-tapping drywall screws. That's all you need. You don't need any serious like anchor screws that go into concrete, anything like that. These things go right in like butter. All right, you just have to push a little bit harder at the beginning to get them started, and then you're in like Flynn. All right, here you go. Boom. Boom. Remember, those go straight into the drywall, and you put enough of them, you won't have any issue. Anyway, that's all it's done. If you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification button. The next part of this video will be me putting the rock over this wall to finish out this new wine cellar that I built. If you like it, thumbs up. Peace out. God bless America.